could love you better now. I'm out of touch. Morning, everybody. What up, Big Cheese? Biggie Cheese? Every time I see your name, Biggie Cheese, I think of the Flying Dutchman. You ever had a Flying Dutchman from the In-N-Out Burger? Where they take like two meat patties with cheese and they smash them on top of each other with no bun? Son, you think I'm built like that? Look at this. You wouldn't think a dude that looked like this, right? And just moves. Son, hit you with that pow, pow, pow. I've been good. Can you put your camera in the middle? That's about as close to the middle as I can get it. Hey, think of a hoodlum. So, like, have you guys seen housing lately? Like, the housing prices in America is fucking crazy. I don't know if it's that way with everybody else, but in America, it's crazy. You know what I seen the other day? I seen an advertisement in my area for like somebody who's building a parking lot. And it's not like a camper place. You know, like they have like situations where like campers can go and plug up and listen to tunes. It's strictly for people living in their cars. Strictly for people living in the cars. Wow. You bought a condo last year for $230 and now it's worth $350? Dude. Here's the problem right now, right? Like, I understand, like, interest rates have, like, kind of been, like, how can I say this? Interest rates for most of my adult life were all-time lows, right? Like, nobody in the 80s ever expected anything less than, like, 9% interest rate on money, right? 9-10% return. The bank is a 9-10% return on their money. And, like, my whole life, less than 4 on, like, an automobile, right? Always, like, anything over 3 is terrible for a house, right? There's people out here, because Sam Tastic just said his condo worth $350,000. Like, if you got a 750 credit score with a 20% down payment, I guarantee you're paying like 6 to 8% for that 350. 6 to 8%. So you're paying almost $500,000 for his condo he bought for $230,000. Pay a higher tax rate and he'll trickle down to Ukraine. The Ukraine's not the issue, man. Like, look at it, like, look at it this way. Imagine what life would be like if the French didn't help out the United States during the Revolutionary War. Life as you know it wouldn't happen. All right. So not to return the favor to people that could be potentially allies in the future is just being insincere. I'm not 100% sure on that soft gentleman. I understand they shut down the economy, but I'm not 100% sold they printed money. Like it's very like I've heard different variations of it. I could believe they printed money, but I've also heard that they used it as like almost like they like shuffled taxes around. So it was kind of like getting some of your tax money back. Because like the problem with inflation, and like everybody wants to blame Biden on this, but like the whole world economy is dealing with inflation right now, not just America. Like America has this problem. Like we always isolate ourselves, and and not realize that gas is expensive everywhere, not just America. And Biden has no control over the gas prices in like France or India or other places in the world, right? Mm. What's my take on Israel, pimp? My take on Israel is this: it's hard to talk about because the second that you have an opinion on Israel, you're either a sympathizer or you like terrorists, and nobody will get by those two speed bumps. That's my take on Israel. Do I have a favorite dog breed? No, I like puppies. Puppies are my favorite dog breed. Like I like all dogs. Any dog that doesn't bite me, I like. That's usually my criteria. Oh, dude, I can't talk about food right now. I just got done eating dinner. Like I had 2 bowls of my wife's homemade fucking vegetable soup, and I am stuffed. Dr. Grayson's right now laying me down and giving me my bath. Hey, everybody has their battles, Red Knight. I suck at losing weight too. Like honestly, like losing weight's one of the hardest things to do in fucking life. I know people that quit smoking cigarettes and quit drinking and can't lose weight. Like the big thing about losing weight is you always got to eat, and every time you eat, it's like it's you want to eat what you crave and not what you're actually eating. Cause like no matter how much broccoli and shit that you eat, it's never gonna give you that carb high that you're going for. You're sad because you have no life and I'm a loser with no love. Well, end of the day, you gotta love yourself. So like the only person you can blame for no love is yourself. Like if you can't love yourself, don't expect anybody else to love you. And loser's an opinion, man. You're still doing better than a lot of people in this world. You have access to the internet. You obviously have like a phone that can get on the internet. You have the whole world at your fingertips. Dr. Grayson is the sweetest cat on the planet. Take that one to the grave. You're looking at me like I'm a guru at losing fucking weight, dog. I had my stomach cut out and I fucking failed. I'm not the person you should be asking for advice. No, I haven't finished BFG 3 yet. No, I'm probably not going to try Starfield. Not unless it comes on PlayStation. I don't want to sit here and talk about diets, man. Like, I'm not going to be on a diet. No, I don't got fat guy strength. I'm weak as fuck. That's where I hit it, Zach. Like, once I got to Baldur's Gate, Baldur's Gate itself is too open worldy. And I hate to be this way, but I'm not an open world fan. Like, I can play some open world games, but for the most part, I don't like it. I'd much rather a game like hold my hand and give me levels. See, Dr. Grayson looks like socks. Which Tomb Raider should you buy? Like out of the three modern games, or like you talking about the Eidos Interactive games back in the day, or the core ones? Oh, out of the three modern ones, which one should you get? I like the first one out of all of them the best. Like, granted, there's some shit in the first one that are like really, but I feel like the first one's more memorable. But I think a lot of that's because I really like the World War II like bunker aspect of the island that it's on. Whereas like the second one feels too much more like the retelling of the story of Jesus, and the third one is like a continuation of the second one. And they try to add all kinds of like RPG and like elements into it, like you can like skin jaguars and like wear the fur and shit like that. But like gameplay wise, I feel like the second one is the best gameplay wise. If that gives you your answer. They got a master collection. Let's go look. Got a cat butt in my face. Wow. They really want $60. Where this shit, huh? Metal Gear. Like shit like that should be like $25, brand new. Like all that is like some fucking forced upscaling, and like it feels like it's running on a ROM. Hop on Diablo 2. We don't play the same stuff, Crasco. I also play single player. So you get Diablo 2, my Sorceress, Paladin, and my Necromancer. Here's my Druid right now. These are my 4 characters I'm playing currently. I need to get my Druid popping. I also have a Barbarian somewhere down here. I got this character, and this character, and this character. Yeah, but you're probably on soft core. And like all my characters are single player. I think I love you better than... What do you think of Diablo 4? I don't really like it. I mean, like everybody asks me that. Like I like Diablo 2. Like I like Diablo 2 and I like Diablo 1. Like I don't like Diablo 3. Don't really like Diablo 4. Chase, are you planning on donating less than $5? Because that seems like a $5 donation. Did I like the Dead Space remake? I fucking love the Dead Space remake. I actually got an entire LP done of the Dead Space remake. Let me see if I can find it for you. Get down, Dr. Gray. Hello. It's your boy Wings of Redemption here. And I know I've kind of beat this bush to death streaming. What have you got? To remove a limb. We don't have access to Kinesis, but Kinesis will add a whole nother level of strategy to us.
Security request retrieved.
It died. We shot that fucker right between the eyes and it didn't die. Smith had to shoot its fucking arms and legs off. For God's sake, send help!
So I don't know how I'm going to do the text logs. So like generally...
Oh my God,
Hey Chase.
you made it.
I got you, buddy. Where we at? What'd you ask me to say?
He's gone. Nothing I can do. What the fuck are these things?
Chase said...
Some of them were wearing Ishimura uniforms.
They're the crew?
No, sir.
The crew.
No, sir, Popper, sir.
Get to the bridge.
No, sir, Popper, sir.
Someone will be there.
We can't. The tram's
No, sir, Popper, sir.
Everything's locked down because of the quarantine.
That's 3 octaves.
Repair techs. So how do we do this?
Let's fast forward to some of the combat. Like this area right here, this is a beautiful fucking area. Like, you know, like if you were to turn around like this and then spin Isaac around, that would be a wonderful like screenshot. Take the screenshot. All right, so take your plasma cutter, aim at this right here. First Necromorph's going to jump out. Take him out. Come back over here. Look toward the bridge, but aim over here towards this. Because that first, what we just spawned, it spawned 2 of them. You see them right there. Alright. There's going to be 2 more that spawn once you hit a trigger point. Get another med pack here. You hear one of the spawns. Alright. And we got hit. There should be one more still. So don't put your guard down. Put your back towards this one because he's never going to spawn over here, but you see he spawned right over there. I'm going to hold off on healing for right now because what I want to do is I want to make sure that I can take another hit, but if I don't take another hit, I'd much rather use a small med pack than a medium here. And that's all that's going to spawn on this top level. What do you guys think about it? You think this is a good Let's Play? Was this something you'd watch? Because I got the whole game broke down like this on Impossible. This is Impossible difficulty, which is basically like the hardest mode with permadeath. Fix that. We can walk around and get everything we need to do. I got another Let's Play I'm working on. Cool. I've just been saving them because I don't. Right, so what we want to do is I don't think I do any good work. But to go upstairs, we actually got to go down the ramp. Here's the elevator over here. Going up the elevator. Yeah, it's a guide. It's a step-by-step guide for. It's a step-by-step guide to Dead Space. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Chapter 11. Chapter 11 is 2 big fights. That's it. Just 2. We ran up the wrong thing. That's the problem. I don't have thumbnails, so I never uploaded it. We have here. We are safe as we can be. We're safe as a newborn baby to get into these fights. Outdated vid? What do you mean, Gramblethorn? Skip to the fights. There's a guardian to the right. Yeah, that door's on standby. Oh, I remember this part. But that door's still on standby. It glitched out here. This is where we actually need to go at. Alright, good. Good. How many nodes do we have? Node, okay. Alright, so like we had to like circumvent disaster here. Looking back at this, I feel like I probably should have brightened it up a little bit more. There's a guardian to the right over here. So flamethrower out. Take him out like a date. Gobblethorn. This seems like something you would upload in 2014. More editing would bring it up to speed. Are you you're talking about like making it like everybody else, where they do like one 45-minute video? All right. So if you want the ping achievement, whereas this is designed to be a step-by-step walkthrough. Move this over because it's a permadeath mode. Here's ping. He sells for 30. It's not supposed to be like It's not supposed to be like a Dark Souls challenge playthrough where you go through and just highlight things in the challenge run. So here's what we're going to do here. We're going to be using a lot of line gun here, just to let you know. We want to move this, because if you don't move this, you actually lose the insta-kill spear. So, pop that. I'm going to line these insta-kill spears up, so you get good access to them. There's 2. Toolbox over there. 3. 4. So there's 4 there. I probably should have trimmed that a little better. Blade. I think Kelly had me go do something. Like she came in here and asked me to do something, so I had to pause. So there's going to be 2 and I forgot to cut the pause. That happen as we move around here. Right here, a pregnant should come out. I did edit it out. That was like a 30-minute thing where I had the game paused. Because I think I had to go help groceries and shit like that and put groceries up. Break this. This is me setting up the fight and creating stations. 12 insta-kill spears here. And a big series of fans. There we go. I might have made a mistake. Like right here could be the pregnant. Yeah. Hello, buddy. And there's one. There might be another spawn. I'm uncertain.
Clearance confirmed.
I fucking love this game. Like Dead Space Remake was easily my game of the year until Baldur's Gate 3 came out. Right. I think over here is another enemy spawn. All right, get to the fight. Looking like it. Move the stasis away. All right. All right. So here's where the fight starts. Try to keep your traps up as long as humanly possible.
Warning. Cable stress is beyond safe operating limits. Crane malfunction imminent.
Come on, come on!
This is Dead Space Remake.
Shipment 782. Beginning retrieval.
I'm literally pulling thing. We set our trap off. Pruning.
Still in one piece.
That's what I call pruning when you actually start to harvest the enemies for their spears to save ammunition. God, I love the Dead Space Remake. So what's going to end up happening is like once that goes away, we're going to have to like pick the bridge up. Never mind. More monsters just spawn. There we go. I'm actually fucking just sitting here watching this video. Like, this is the kind of shit I fucking love on YouTube. So when you go to get close to this area, what's going to end up happening is there's going to be two big tentacles that pop up to your left and your right. Contact beam obliterates these things. Reload it. Hit the button. This should have been peaked. This would have been peaked back in 2013. Yeah. Like I know that everybody else now does like the long, like what's popular on like gaming and YouTube right now is like the video essay forms, and like very highly edited like walkthroughs, like Backlogs does, where it's like I'm gonna create a fireball sort or some shit like that, and then it has a 30-minute video of his entire playthrough. Go. Reload our line gun. That guy's hurt bad, so he's just gonna crawl through and die. So we gotta hit the other access bridge now. This is very late in the game. This is one of the last couple fights in the game. Once you do that, I think this battle's completely over. Let's go somewhere. Let's jump somewhere else. Welcome back. You can deal. With your force gun. I mean, not your force gun. Your contact beam. Like, well, let's go to chapter 3. Chapter 3 is a fun chapter. Our Moonies. And we can come up over here. There's going to be a jump down right in front of you here. Wait for it. There you go. And that takes care of him.
Warning. Fuel reserves depleted. Main engines offline.
Oh yeah, this game's
main goal
completely
in this
platinum.
area
Is to secure fuel for both engines. So one is right down there, and one's across the crevasse. So we're going to set up a little ambush here. Drop that there. I'm going to drop this one here. How do I deal with the increase of food prices? I don't. I
gonna
fucking
go
get
put the
destroyed
fuel
by
in.
them.
Refueling sequence activated.
Favorite game of this year was Baldur's Gate 3.
Fuel required for engine restart.
This guy's going to drop down in front of us. Shoot, spin around. Shoot. And we win.
You
No,
wanna
I'm not
prune this
getting.
guy?
I'm not. I'm honestly, dudes.
Drop
Like,
his
if I
claws
buy
right
another
down
game
here.
this year, it's gonna be Modern Warfare 3, and even then, I'm on the fence about getting it. Like, I honestly don't make enough money to be buying games willy nilly. This right up here is one of the harder things in the early game. There's going to be, I think, 2 spitters, 2 slashers. Could I do a no damage run on this? Yeah, most likely.
We're going to take our pipe with us.
I just never been a fan of like no
sure
damage
you
run
roll
because
off.
all that is usually just edited together and like seeing the
And
best outcome.
There's going to be a ramp in front of us.
You see where my thing's pushing? That's actually a ramp. That's a fan right there. So there's a guy who's going to come out of this ramp and we're going to hit him with this pipe. And once we do that, we want to push over to the right of the carriage and we're going to shoot these barrels that are coming into view right now. After that, we want to prune and kill whoever's left. That looked a lot harder than it is. Got a couple small health packs out of it though. Use those to top off. But just be ready for it, and you'll be prepared for it. Just remember it again. Insta kill pipe, the one on the right. Barrel, two slashers after you drop.
Last valve done, Chief. Progress report filed by Jacob Temple. The engine problems aren't a malfunction. Someone shut off the fuel lines to the primary engine and damaged the valves to hell and back. We just wasted an hour fixing them. Now we need to restart the south refueling.
You see what Gobblethorn's doing? This is why I don't upload shit. Like, nothing I do is good enough. That's why it's probably going to stay in this folder till the end of time.
There's got to be someone around here how to spare.
You know, I got the whole thing's done. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 videos. The whole thing's done. But, like I said, you can't keep everybody happy. And, like, when I upload it, it's going to get like 1,000 views a video. The later ones are going to get less than that. And I'm just never going to do a thing again. And that's why I don't bother uploading them. I don't go to GameStop anymore. Oh, that was Dead Space remake. That came out in the beginning of this year. Like, I was obsessed with that game when it came out. I don't like scary games I can't fight back. Like, as long as I can fight back, I don't care about playing scary games. So, like, I don't like shit like Outlast and, like, Slender Man and half the indie horror games out there would have no combat system whatsoever. No, I don't ever buy physical copies of games. I own The Evil Within, and nobody watches that shit. People didn't watch Evil Within when it first came out. I own Friday the 13th, and that shit sucks ass. You mainly get counselors, and you mainly just got to run for Jason, and that's just boring as hell. The discless PS5 always came out. There's always been a discless version of the PS5. Kelly's asleep. Again, I don't care about Dead by Daylight, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like multiplayer games where like somebody gets to be the killer and everybody else got to run from them. Like, the thing with those type of games, you got to have a sense of humor. And like, I'm not the kind of person that wants to like run around and laugh with people. That's not who I am. It's a good kitty. It's a good kitty. You know, there's other types of entertainment besides making jokes, right? Hey, Bubby. Who's a good kitty? Grayson's a good kitty. Yeah. Okay, I treat Grayson like a king, son. He's a good buddy. Yeah, you say conversation is healthy, but like at the same time, every time I have a conversation, it's always about dumb shit I don't want to talk about, so I just don't have conversations. You want to see Bongo? I don't got my phone on me. I have a picture of Bongo on my phone. Why don't you ever DMCA clip troll channels? Because they'll just do it back to me and then I'll lose my ability to make money. Regardless if it's legitimate or not, I literally live day to day having to make money. So if I lose the ability to make money for 2 weeks, it sets me back tremendously. It's like being fired for 2 weeks. It's not worth the risk. Like, their channels don't mean shit to me. I'm probably never going to upload it. Like, I don't have thumbnails. I'm not going to pay for thumbnails. I don't like people working without me paying them. And every time I get a thumbnail that somebody gave to me, always some kind of controversy comes with it. So it's most likely going to sit in that box. Because I don't want to hear about them, Raven. I don't want to come in here and have people talk about this kind of stuff. Yeah, like I had a guy doing thumbnails for my Rainbow Six stuff. Like, I'm just going to show you guys a thumbnail from. I don't even know where my pictures are right now. Crasco, I can play D2 with you. Come up here, buddy. Or let people see the kitty. You're the main attraction. I'm out of touch. I'm out of love. Oh, basically, I had a guy make me some Siege thumbnails, and like the trolls made it seem like I was scamming him or something like that. No, it was the cynical Michael guy. That's all that happened. Is like people trying to make it out like I scammed somebody. You guys want cat ASMR? So I get him purred up. Do you have your cat lick you when you're out of toilet paper? No, I don't. No, cats lick you because they want to bathe you because they look at you as part of the like their little pack. I don't have opinion on Nikocado Avocado. Like I just don't watch that kind of stuff, man. Like I watch like movie reviews, like car stuff. Like I've been really into like The Thing recently because there's like a new theory floating around that McCready was actually the Thing the whole movie. Hey Matt, Big Pimp, you should upload Screw the Haters, big ups. Not play guys, you're not banned. But like when the dog jumps on Bennings at the beginning of the movie, he ends up licking his glove, and then McCready hands the bottle of Jim Beam to him, and he ends up grabbing the bottle. And then later on, you see like McCready sitting in his shack playing chess, and he drinks from the bottle of Jim Beam, and then he pours the Jim Beam into the computer as like foreshadowing that he's going to use the bottle of Jim Beam to like infect everybody else in the camp. Then you have like McCready's like clothes are torn up, and generally the Thing can't assimilate clothes, so it has to like be able to change clothes after the assimilation and stuff like that. Like there's a whole theory. Like you might be like, well, what about the blood? What about the blood? And the blood's like he prepared the blood himself because you don't see McCready cut his finger on camera. Because they don't know who got into the blood, and McCready controlled everything, and he prepared all the petri dishes, and you never see him cut himself. You only see him cut other people like windows. Like another example, Kendra, is like you have Fuchs is like tells McCready that everybody should prepare their own meals, and then McCready like listens to him and then walks away, and then like the very next scene, like the lights go out and Fuchs is somebody's after Fuchs, and he ends up running outside and burning himself, and the last person he talked to was McCready. I've seen all the Thing movies. Like I was a huge fan of the Thing. I remember renting it for the first time at like H&R Video back in the day, which was like a tanning bed like video rental store combo pack. And I remember renting it for like they had this thing called $5 for 5 nights for $5.25. I can't wait till you fight again, man. Oh, dude, the next time you see me fights when the Braves fell in the fucking playoffs again. You mean Childs or Niles? Because Niles dies in the explosion toward the end of the movie. Like I'm always conflicted because like in my head, Childs is the Thing at the end of the movie. There's a couple theories based around that. Like there's one where like you had McCready like firebombing all the camp, which I always thought was a stupid ending of the movie, right? Like to blow up the camp so that the Thing couldn't freeze again. Like all it has to do is outweight the fire. And like literally if you walk 20 feet out of camp, you'll freeze to death anyway, regardless if the fire's there or not. It's like I never understood the whole like we need to blow the whole buildings up. I thought that was a stupid ending, but they were blowing the building up, and then they were using like Molotovs and shit like that to catch the building on fire and create fires. And then Childs comes in and McCready hands him a bottle of gasoline, and he drinks out of the bottle of gasoline, proving that he's the Thing. And there's also the concept where like there's no such thing as a wasted shot in the movie. Everything that you see is seen for a reason. Like you'll notice that Childs has a blue coat on when he's looking out the door, and then later on when they show Childs is missing, if you look at the back row, there's a coat missing, right? Like there was like 3 coats, and then you go switch again, there's 2 coats, and one of the coats is missing. That could mean like somebody got to Childs, assimilated him, and he went outside because he had to change clothes. And he was walking around outside trying to freeze to death, thinking, and then he came back thinking that the other things won, but they didn't, and he see McCready. You know, that's another theory. But my thing is, and like John Carpenter stated, that the video game on the PlayStation 2 is canon. And in the video game, you find Childs dead and McCready still alive, and neither one of them were the Thing. So like I always have that in the back of my head because John Carpenter said the video game is canon. So it is the exact thing that happened after the movie. So by that standard, neither one of them are the Thing. Whereas like the McCready thing, that's theory that's been popping around here, is that McCready smiles after he gives Childs the bottle of Jim Beam because it's the bottle he's been using to infect people the entire time. That was that was God. What's the guy's name? The guy that has a heart attack. That's who that was. You can see by his collar. That's who that was. The sweater guy. Yeah, I forgot his name off the top of my head. No, I quit watching the Saw movies after the second one, honestly. Like, I loved the first one to death, and the second one was like, and then they just got to torture porn. Like, I could care less about torture porn. Like, the first one didn't have a whole lot of torture porn into it. Like, it had gruesome imagery, kind of like Seven, and it made you think, but it was more interesting movie versus a dude getting his head ripped around for no fucking reason. I'm debating going to watch Five Nights at Freddy's. I want to go watch it, but at the same time, I don't want to spend the money to go watch it because it's going to be $50 I can put somewhere else. Movies are like $10 each. Movies here, I think, are $11.95 plus tax. So you're looking at $25 ish, and then you're going to get snacks and popcorn, and that's going to be another $25. That's where I'm coming up with 50. Because if you go to movies and you don't get snacks, you're actually hurting them for the most part. Because the vast majority of your ticket is took up by the movie itself. Like the theaters get pennies on a dollar for tickets. Who cares if you're hurting them? If you don't pay for things that you enjoy, they go away. That's my thought process. Well, 25 because that's $12, right? And then you add another $12 to take Kelly. And then you add taxes, $26. That's how what math works. Well, I'm married, and if I go to the movies, Kelly's gonna want to go too. I remember the last movie I went to see was Underwater without Kelly, and she got mad at me. Underwater, it's a movie about it's like an alien movie underwater. Have you ever been called John Pork? And if yes, answer the call. No, I have not ever been called by John Pork. Honestly, I don't pick my phone up for the most part. Like the vast majority of the times I get called, it's either like spam or other things. Like I've answered like maybe 4 phone calls this entire year, and like 3 of the 4 were Keemstar. You don't know if that's a flex. I just don't use I use my phone more as like like a portable like computer like iPod than I do a phone. Like if I got to mess with somebody, I usually just text them. I just learned about the mass shooting earlier because I took a nap. The main one. People ask me about the podcast. I don't know. Again, like with podcast stuff, tell me when to show up and I show up. I don't really get into somatics and stuff like that. Do I get recognized? Yeah, I do. I got recognized when I went to the car show the other day. 62 IQ wings is the best wings. I have no clue on that Austin Gage. Like, I don't know anything about it, so I'm not going to speak on that. Can you elaborate? Oh, you know, the vast majority of a ticket price actually is dictated by the movie itself, right? There's generally practices and standards, and almost everybody's the same, kind of like video games, where like almost every movie is like 60, like almost every game's like $60, but there's some deviation from it. Movies are the same way. Like a movie has a price that they charge the theater for supplying them the movie and giving them the reels and all the stuff to put it into the movie theater, and they get like 70, 80, sometimes 90% of the ticket sale, and the other 10% of the ticket sale actually goes to the theater itself for operating costs and paying employees. But the vast majority of the money that a movie theater makes is actually from concessions. That's why they're a stickler for you buying concessions there, and they're very expensive because that's where they actually make their money. Concessions. That's how they pay their employees. That's how they keep the lights on. Is the 1.3 turbo engine good from Chevrolet? No. Like, it's underpowered, it's slow, and it's mated to like a shitty transmission. And the miles per gallon that it gets, you can get the same miles per gallon out of the 3.6 in like a bigger car. Like, you're going to average about 26 miles per gallon combined with the 1.3. You can get that out of the big V6. Honestly. I'm sleep. Soroka. Oh. Thoughts on rumors Soroka will not be tendered? I think Soroka has another year on his contract. If I'm not saying, because I know I thought he signed a 2-year deal for $2 million. And like, if the Braves have put this much money into him, you'd think they would give him one more year. But like, if you're asking me, can I see them dropping Soroka? I can, but I still think they would have gave up on him too shortly, because like, you've seen what he can do when he's healthy, and like, even though he pitched this year and got hurt again, I feel like he just had control issues because all the movement was still there. He just needed more time to refine it while healthy. Like all his moves, all his pitches were moving, but they were moving more than he wanted them to move. So like, where normally it would be clipping the zone, it was way out of the zone, and vice versa. Like, and he was having trouble with that. So what he would do is he would try to like, he would like try to start it. He would adjust his delivery mid game and end up floating shit and get hit hard because of that. Mets are not winning the National League East next year. Like, it's either going to be the Phillies or baseball. Hey, Wayne's glad to see you online while I'm grinding Diablo. You playing Diablo 4 on title? Thank you for the donation, man. Thank you for the $20. Biggie Cheese, we can get some gameplay. I'm just chilling out. Like, it's late. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. I was bored. Wanted some people to talk to. This? It's a Pepsi. It's watered down now. I'll probably end up pouring it out. Like, it was the leftover of this. Hey, Kelly girl. Me and Dr. Gray having our moment. What was the hardest Souls game to platinum? Dark Souls 3. I think the most boring was Dark Souls 2, though, because you got to beat the game like pretty much 3 times, and then you got to grind the Berserker challenge, and the Berserker's fucking asinine. It's either the Berserker grind or the Silver Knight grind. You choose your poison. Dark Souls 1 is the easiest. Get my stomach off the table. My cat is obviously holding on to my stomach right now. Why would I want to displease him? Well, I'd love to go to Heart Attack Grill. I love food challenges. Who's the cat? This is Dr. Grayson. We call him Dr. Gray or Gray Baby. Like, we actually bought this cat to have Rocco a friend. And now he's the alpha cat. Yeah, Dr. Grayson's healthy right now. We spent a lot of money on Dr. Gray though. Like I had to put out $2,000. It was about a year ago, probably a little more than a year ago. Have I ever eaten gator before? Yeah, I have. I've had gator tail. I haven't had anything else but the tail, but it tastes like fish, and I don't really like it. Like, it tastes and smells like fucking fish. But it's got the consistency of chicken. No, I can't eat that much. Let's get him excited. Overstimulate him. How's my night going? My night's going good. My night's going good. Just fucking chilling. We're not really playing Siege right now. Flip over here. Speaking of buttholes, look who we got. It's Miss Bailey. What you get into to get sticky on your ear? I think Miguel Cabrera probably should retire. He's been in the game a long time. Well, if I pull Bailey up here, Dr. Gray's going to run away because they don't like each other. Well, they like each other, but like, she harasses Grayson. Come here, Bailey. Bailey, look. The old stomach couch. Yeah, don't be mad because you ain't got a stomach couch. Bailey's a Shih Tzu. How do I feel that this is my legacy? Legacy don't mean shit, dude. Be perfectly honest. My legacy's a sight better than your boy. Are you planning on putting Rocco under a bucket? I mean, for the right amount of money, I could. They want me to put Rocco under a bucket. I mean, like, it ain't going to affect him at this point. I'm just playing.
Oh, that's some dark humor right
Yeah, it's dark humor.
there. Dark humor.
Can you bring Rocco to us? It's our boy. Hey, hey, Big Rock.
Again.
It's Big Rock here. Is it true Ash should never carry the diffuser? Well, it depends on the situation. Like, honestly. Really depends on the situation. Base guy, I'll give you 10 jumping jacks, but it's got to be $20 up front. Because they ain't going to help me do shit. How about this? I'll do 5 jumping jacks for $5, base guy. No deal? Alright. That's a good ass helmet, dog. Every time I see the Rock Stomper, I'm like, damn, that's a good shit. Put it there. You wanted... Kelly loves the stream. Kelly's an angel. Love you better now. I got Lego house stuck in my head. Me and Kelly went and got ice cream last night. And it was on the radio. What's my favorite flavor of ice cream? I mean, like, you out of generic flavors or in total? Because, like, there's a place here in Conway we go called Stella's, and they make a bunch of homemade ice cream, so they have like all kinds of flavors. Like they'll have like red velvet, or they'll have like banana pudding, and they have like pumpkin spice right now. And like Conway's doing this thing called like the Haunted Forest, so they got like a Haunted Forest ice cream. They do a bunch of their own custom stuff. Need ice cream eating. What's my favorite generic flavor? All depends. Like if I'm doing a milkshake, I like chocolate milkshakes versus vanilla. If I'm just eating regular ice cream, I prefer vanilla. Mainly because I feel like vanilla you can like church up. You can put like Hershey syrup on it, or you can put like gummy bears and stuff like that on it. Like it's a good base. It's kind of like rice. It's just a good base for doing other things. No, sir. Would you ever do the hell cow levels? This character actually can't get past Diablo because she's a fire only sorceress, and like 80, 60, or 70% of the Chaos Sanctuary is fire immune. So like I need to either get her like a fire breaking charm and load her up like that, or I need to respec her as a dual element. But I don't want to do either one of those right now because she can do everything I need her to do magic find wise currently. And like that's what we're using her as, kind of like a magic find character. I mean, she'll get level 95 just doing this shit right here. Pretty easily. When is the WWE Champion stream? Dude, I hate puzzle games. I've been doing this for 16 years now. Like, I was 5 years into YouTube when you seen that video. I need to do something with this guy. Maybe put like a venom ward on him or something like that. Because like the venom is what really fucks with me in this run. I spend more time with my character. I mean, like, generally my characters are like named after Kelly. This one is the exception to the rule. Like, I just click random name because I don't give a fuck what my character's named. Proxy, not really. There's a lot of millionaires when I wasn't popular. There's going to be a lot of millionaires after I'm popular. A lot of millionaires after I'm dead. None of that shit really matters to me, man. Like, you're never going to get anywhere in life looking at other people's lights and being like, I wish mine shined that bright. Like, it just makes me sad that I'm a failure. But for the most part, like, nah. I like to be by myself. Ooh, that was bad. This is the most enemies I've ever seen in this in the entrance hall.
Thanks.
I can't carry anymore.
I don't really need another one. If that was ethereal, that'd been fucking beast.
I can't use this yet.
Alright, let's just go get our guy back.
Tell me your troubles.
Why don't controllers do it? Because the way I hold my hands. Look at my hands here. Like, I kind of keep my wrists straight and I have very little movement. Whereas, like, mouse and keyboard, I was constantly doing this, moving my hands left and right. And that's where it fucks with me.
There's nothing the right portion can't cure. Yes.
I mean, it is, like, I can see how people would consider me a failure, but, like, it is what it is. Like, if the barometer of, like, my YouTube career was like, I didn't become a millionaire, I didn't. And that would make me a failure in that aspect. I'm not going to answer that question because Kelly's going to outlive me. If Kelly handed me divorce papers, I would just give her the divorce. I'm not gonna be the kind of person that forces somebody to stay with me if they don't want to be with me. Lion brand. I can go to my paladin. Yeah, Mark, I want to play it, but I want to play it on PlayStation. So I'm waiting on it to go on sale on PlayStation. Extra fast fanaticism. Scary. It's a scary packed room right there. 3 bosses in that room too, huh? Alright, so we got a unique amulet. How much you want to bet that's not Myra's kaleidoscope? Yeah, Kelly can hear everything I say usually. You got, like, what the sad part is, like, most people will push this kind of shit just because they want to see other people miserable. And that's the end of the story. You know, I'm surprised I haven't found, like, a legitimate high rune yet. Like, they're just so... It's almost ridiculous how hard they are to get. Meridian Greaves. No, I don't eat fish. Like at all. Have you tried the new McDonald's sausage yet? No, I have not. So we got here. Sharp Charm, Trash Charm, Sacred's Chance. It's not a bad little amulet. It's not Midas Kaleidoscope, but not a bad amulet. And a trash gem. No, I'm not eating an earthworm for $10, Kate. What the fuck? Why would I ever do that? I can't handle gross shit, dude. Like, I know I'm fat. I'm fat because I like soda and like shit like that. I mean, like, I'm actually a rather picky eater. Yay, we leveled up. See, I can do this to 92. And then after 92, I gotta reevaluate if I want to keep leveling this character or not. Cold spells. 10%, 10 more health. Yay! PlayStation Stars? Nah, I haven't heard of that. What is that about? I need that belt to complete my Arctic set. I'll probably never use it, but it's the complete Arctic set. Oh, Bailey, you scared the shit out of me. When I seen the shield pop, I'm like, oh, storm shield. I did not get storm shield. How do you earn PlayStation stars? Is there a specific reason I don't eat bug eye? I don't know what bug eye even is, dude. No, I'm not dressing up for Halloween. Diablo 1 has couch co-op. Diablo 1, I guess it does have couch co-op if you play the PlayStation 1 version of it. But for the most part, like, Diablo 1's just a PC game. Like the standard Diablo 1 game is actually really fucking bare bones. Like, it's like, you don't even have difficulty selections on it standardly. Another faucet. I'm finding nothing this morning. So we've done what, like 7 runs? I found like a faucet. I feel like I'm boring the fucking tears out of you guys right now, and I just don't know what to do. Like, because like, the problem is I play hardcore and I have to pay close enough attention, so it almost feels like I'm neglecting chat. But these enemies hit like trains. Like, you can see how fast they kill my mercenary sometimes, and he has way more health than I do.
Blessings to you.
We got a 5-4 lightning. That's pretty good. Oh, I most certainly did play Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, dude, 5 seconds is enough to get killed 2 times in for this fucking game. Get that 2 or 3 times over. So we can get a rainbow team going. There's a no. You need dexterity to play these games. I didn't like Resident Evil 7 or 8. Hey, Zeus! Dude, long time no see. Dude, think for the 17 months. How far away from the Diablo 2 Platinum am I? Fucking far. Like, it doesn't seem like much because it says I'm like 12 levels away, but level 95 is halfway. Like, to be real, level 95 is halfway. It's only 3.5 billion XP. I can get that one anytime I want. Repair or recharge a weapon with a Haragic staff. I can do that one. I still haven't done that. They see me rolling. Equip all members with unique items. Acquire unique item from gambling. Hold up. Did they take one away? No. There it is. That's what I'm going to call a pro gamer move. Reach level 99 with a hardcore character. Somebody send me a message. Let's see if anybody else is getting on. Chi guy got off. Shut it down. Nope. 95 is halfway. I mean, I think 95 is like 1.6 billion experience, and after that you have huge experience like things. Like if I sat here and played, I could probably get to 89. I could probably get to 90 this stream if I played for like 4 hours. But once I get to 90, it's gonna be like 8 hours between levels. Like that's why I started playing single player, because I was doing those runs on players 8, and that's a level 87 area, so I can do that till 92. After that, I gotta reevaluate, and that's mainly just for magic finding, looking for runes and stuff like that. And after that, I gotta reevaluate: do I want to respec my character to like a dual element? Because like the thing is, unless you have like a very strong character, like you can't do things at players 8, like unless you're like in one element. And I keep doing the Stony Tomb over and over again because very few enemies go there that are fire immune. You might get a boss every now and then, but it is what it is. Tammy for 1,000-Pound Sisters is like Dead Man Walking. Like, why would I fight her? And plus, she's a girl. Come on, baby girl, baby boy. Well, fire didn't suck. There's like fire to me is the best magic finding class in the game because of Andariel takes 50% more damage from fire. So like you can get Shakos and Stones of Jordan and pretty much every exceptional unique off of Andariel because she can drop Shako, and Shako is like the most valuable item that in the game. Then you got to take into account like things like I can beat Mephisto if you really want to as well with a fire swork, and like that's really easy to do. And Mephisto can drop like Storm Shield and like Arachne's Mesh and things of that nature. Like there's very few items that those two they can't drop that you need in builds. Like granted, like Bale can drop like Death Web and like Dimensional Shard or Death Fathom. But there's a couple like the lost tunnels and like the stony tomb and stuff like that. That's very easy to do with fire swords. I should be doing tomb runs instead of stony tomb. This is Dr. Grayson. Big Dr. Gray baby, who's a big kitty. Big Dr. Gray baby. Like for magic finding, I find fire swords are the best. KFC doesn't have chili. Yours name is Poopert? Or is it Rupert? Big kitty. You'll donate $300 if I do Team Fortress for an hour. Pubert? You mean Mark like PPN stuff? No, he's fixed. Big Dr. Gray don't have his huevos anymore. Give us some meow, bud. Nah, he won't. Boy Island. Yeah. I mean, like, I'll play it for an hour for $300. I mean, think about what you're doing, though. Like, use that money yourself, man. Like, $300 is a lot of money to donate. Like, you don't got to donate that much. Like, you can donate $5 and I'll be happy. You have $100,000 saved. What should you do with it? Keep about 25 of it in the savings account. Invest the other 75 into something that has at least 5% growth. You can do it in, like, CDs and stuff like that. CT's nuts. Like, I wouldn't invest in anything. I'd literally put it in like bank CDs and things like that. Savings account, bank CDs, Roth IRAs. I would invest more heavy into like my wife's 401k. Things of that nature if I had a lot of savings like that. That's the safest way to invest your money. Hey, Callow. Well, welcome, man. This is one of those bullshit like end of the night streams where like we just sit around and chill. I mean, 401k investment is a risk, but it's a very safe risk. I've seen people lose their ass on 401ks, especially like when the housing bubble burst. But like at the same time, like if you have a job that has a 401k, you should invest heavily. You should at least match what your company matches. If you're not, you're leaving money on the table. I mean, if the man wants me to play, I'll play it. I've never touched the game in my life. Everybody comes to me for the things like I don't really have any news. I can check right now. Like going in our private chat is there's just like logos. Like I think I can show you this safely. Like we're working on like a logo, something like this. Whack. Well, the thing is we had another manager at the time, and he had access to all of the IPs, and Keemstar didn't like that. So now we're going through a transitional period where like we're redoing all the like intellectual properties, and it's kind of hit a snag. We haven't recorded anything, so that's where we are right now. And I think we just need we need an in game leader, and like the other manager was like the in game leader. He got us together, and nobody's really stepped up to that yet. I feel like Tommy should be probably closer to the in game leader here, and kind of like get us on like, oh, we need to be here and here and here. We need to record here and here, because like our last guy Ryan was doing that, and he was recording and doing all the stuff, and now Ryan's not a part of us right now, so like it's kind of stalled because like Keemstar is in control, but Keemstar's super busy, so it's hard to like keep him like in the loop. Boy Island, I'm going to turn it down because I don't want you to spend your money, man. If 200 is all you got, keep it for yourself, man. Get yourself something nice. I don't like people donating their last dollar to me. Radami Warrior, if you could give me $1, that'd be more than I ever expected out of your ass, because you've done nothing but sit here and troll for like a week, to be perfectly honest. I got to re-download Destiny 2. I deleted that shit by accident. I still want to do a raid on it. I just feel like my Destiny 2 content fucking sucks ass. I mean, I can't say I'm a huge fan of Destiny 2 either. But Blackout loves it. That man loves Destiny 2 like it was his child. I get clowned up proper, son. They put the makeup on and the big ass shoes and the red nose. Can't forget the red nose. And then they slap me. You look up a Dado video. You keep saying D2, and when I hear D2, I think of Diablo 2, and I know you mean Destiny 2. Yes, Scrammeroni. I'm probably gonna do one. Like I plan on doing like a permadeath Skyrim later to try to make up the donation goal difference because we're about 100 off right now, but we'll get it later today. A Scrammeroni. Boogie's a cool dude. It sucks that he's going through money issues. What's like something that you'd like if I was given $1 million? Oh man, I'd redo this whole office. Like paint, lighting. I'd get a nice desk. I'd get a new chair. Probably get a new computer. I'd set another room in my house up to do like react videos, kind of like Bruce Rivers. Like just have like a desk, lighting, cameras, just to like give opinion pieces and do like react videos and set those two things up. I'd pay all my bills off, obviously, and I'd probably get a trail boss. Oh, Bruce Rivers makes easy fucking content though. I ain't gonna hate like the whole Bruce Rivers like anybody could do his fucking content, but it makes scratch. But that's what I do with a million clams. What do you do? Nah, dog. $1 million, like $1 million ain't gonna let me retire. So like the best way to use $1 million is to invest it in yourself and keep trugging. Yeah, I'm about to get off. Go hang out with Kelly some. Oh, what happened? It's buffering. No, I wouldn't bail on YouTube for $1 million. Like I think I'd need somewhere in the realm of $4 million to retire. I own my home right now. We'll call it there. Big ups to Untitled. Thank you for the $20 donation, man. We had a couple other donations roll out. We had 40 in total. PlayStation, for some reason, updating. Oops. I don't mind the sun sometimes and the images it shows. Big ups to Strider. Strider donated $10 himself. Thank you, Matt, for the 2. Thank you, Chase, for the 5. Thank you, Keon, for the new member. Thank you, Zeus, for renewing your member. Thanks, everybody, for chilling out with your boy tonight. Hope you guys have a safe sleep. Hope you guys be good. Hope everybody had a wonderful time. Peace, people.